The countdown to Awesome Sauce continues, guys, as you see. One day and around 16 hours left, man, or at least from the time I'm recording this video. And the thing is they just released this yesterday. An awesome new poster for the anime right there. Or I don't even know if it's a poster, but it's like a little preview sheet. You know, it even says episode 304, episode 305 up there in the corner. It says Gintoki Takesugi. Shows Kagura and Kama right here. You know, it's gonna be some good stuff. Definitely gonna be some good stuff. I'm excited for it, man. I've rewatched episode 303 countless amounts of times. You know, for many different reasons. I've just rewatching a lot of different scenes, and I've honestly come to really, really love that episode even more than I already did, man. And you know, just rewatching mainly the ending and the beginning, and gosh, man, I've rewatched that trailer the preview so many times, dog, and it makes me really happy because, you know, with us getting a new opening, new ending next week. Or I'm sorry, not next week. Next episode, it's gonna definitely be some awesome sauce. Plus, it's assisted by Does and a new band called Swimey. So it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how those are gonna turn out. Now, it can't possibly disappoint me. No Gintama opening or ending disappoints me. The only way it can disappoint me is if it doesn't exist. It's just that simple. So I'm excited. I really hope they show some visuals towards, of course, the ending of this arc, but towards maybe even some visuals for the next arc, you know, foreshadowing events, maybe that's going to happen next, or that'd be pretty cool, showing the opening or the ending, and I'm just really excited overall for this next episode, yo, because it's going to be lit, it's going to be beyond fire, and like I said before, the next chapter, from here up until the end of the arc, I'm going to be much more harder on, because this is my favorite portion of the arc. This is, you guys gotta understand this. Episode 305 or 306, one of those two could possibly become my favorite episode of all time if BNP does this correctly. Because that has my two favorite chapters in all of entertainment in there. So, depending on the way they do it, episode 305 or episode 306 could be it. Either way, though, I'm super excited. 304 looks nasty, and our hopes are pretty high right now, based off of the preview itself, but also because my man Mayo let me know that the director for this week's episode is also the one who directed the Afro arc, episode 295, which a lot of you out there seem to say that is the most well-animated episode of the 2015 Gintama. Which I don't doubt. That was a phenomenal episode, and from all standpoints. 295 was. So if it's definitely in his hands, I'm really, really happy, and I definitely have high hopes for it. And based off that preview, I can't stop watching it. It just looks so good. And next week to this wall, or I'm sorry, next episode to that wall, there is going to be an addition. I'm going to add the panel that I've always been hyping up on here. One of my favorite panels ever. You know, and it's right up there. I'm just waiting until the episode comes out so I can put it on there, and it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nice. I just can't wait, because if you guys remember, usually in the big fights, like it happened for Gintoki versus Jirocho. It happened whenever Gintoki was fighting against Jiraiya. You know, usually we get new soundtracks during like the big fight, you know. So I'm looking forward to seeing if we're going to get a new soundtrack based off of whatever we're going to get off of, because that'd be nice. I love the soundtrack so far. Like, I can't stop listening to the soundtrack with Zenzo. That soundtrack that played in the beginning of last episode and at the end of episode 302. And a phenomenal track, and it really good stuff. And I also really love the track they played at the beginning. As soon as Kamui Sogo hit, I was like, this is nasty. And so I'm excited to see if they're gonna bring some new tracks in here. And I gotta tell you something right now, man. Those guys at BNP, they really know what they're doing. Because I keep on rewatching Glorious Days, and it's perfect. They really ended off on 513. So I can't wait for this new opening, man. And the thing is even Does themselves and Swimey are proud and happy. You know, if you go to their website, they have that loud and proud. They're about to do the opening for Gintama after their 10-year anniversary. Actually, let me see if I can actually search this up here. But yeah, guys, I had to make this video, man. I'm too hyped. I'm too excited. Like I said before, I can't stop rewatching that preview. I took almost all of Wednesday off so I can focus mainly on Gintama, and you know the opening, the ending, the new episode. I'm like, what? Because, you know, from here on out, this is my favorite stuff. From here on out, from chapter 514 to 524, everything from there for me is it's phenomenal. It's what put the Shogun arc for me where it is. And I'm so excited. I'm so happy, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it as much as I did. I really do, because it's something that's truly special to me, man. And I can't wait to experience it once more in the anime version. And I really hope that BNP does a great job, because it's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be like I'm so excited. I can't wait. So you guys have an awesome of a day. The Gintama hype is going to be real this week. I can tell you that. You know, even though the chapter hasn't even come out, I can already see myself spring like a whole bunch of videos this week, because God, dude, it's just, we're getting a new opening, new ending on the same day as we get goatness, guys. Because it's gonna be nasty, it's gonna be legendary, and I've lost my words, man. But yeah, if the cards are put right, this episode. All right, as a matter of fact, for all of my anime onlys out there, I'm going to. I'm not going to really talk about spoilers, but I'm going to talk about chapter numbers. So just in case if you don't even want to know what chapter numbers are, you can leave the video. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to put any spoilers. But if you don't even want to know the chapter numbers, then please leave the video. I don't want to spoil you or anything around those lines. But for anyone who wants to know, who is an anime only, or who is a fellow manga reader, the next episode could end at this episode 304. Could end on 516, or it could end on 517. If they end the episode on 517, that's going to be a ridiculous cliffhanger. And that would mean that episode 305 would have freaking 518, 519, and 520 at the minimum. Oh my God. It would 305 if that happens, 305 could be my favorite episode of all time. Even if it's 517 to 519. 305 and 306 are going to be legendary. That's just, no matter how they do it. Those two episodes are the possibilities of being my favorite episode in the series, and maybe even my favorite episode ever. You know, and it's my personal preference, of course. You know, my personal preference. But I'm just so excited, man, what's about to come. Yo, I can't stop rewatching the previous episodes. It's gonna be so nasty. It's gonna be awesome sauce. And Gintama greatness. I've wasted enough of your guys' time. You guys have an awesome day. I'm excited for Gintama greatness. Just look at it. The clock is ticking. We're getting closer and closer every single day. That new opening and ending is gonna be fire. Does is back. Let's go. And apparently the song is called No No No. So it's about to be like on some Baku. I can already tell based off of that. It's about to be like upbeat, kind of how Bakuchi Dancer was, which is gonna be nasty, because if they play that song the same way they did in the Benizakura arc, like later on a little portion, the no. You guys have an awesome day. I'm lit.